Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Thursday morning pre-market webcast. All right. Here's our range trade, right? They took it down to the 81s yesterday. They tested the weekly pivot. You went through a little heat from the area where it had typically been stopping to, the 3 or 4 handles below. But then the reality was it went ahead and it held. They could not hold weekly pivot, and then on the way back up, it just starts to go ahead and grind. And it slowly ground up to around 91.92. 91.92 held up as decent resistance for a while. We had a pop early morning this morning that got us back up to the range top. So it's been a range. It's been a really jerky kind of a range, and it's been difficult to trade. I was long 85s. I had to add yesterday morning down toward the lows. It worked out fine, but it's making you take a little more heat than you want. It's making you hang in there a little bit more. But it gets going and it gives you a decent trade. I was short last night. I got short way too early. I got short in the 89s last night. I shouldn't have done it. It was not a good trade. It was effectively getting involved in the middle of the range, and I paid for it this morning when I woke up and we had this pop up to 96 quarters. So look, everybody makes bad trades. Last night that was a bad trade. Just plain, you can't put lipstick on that sucker. That was not a good trade. So what I'm looking for now is, now that we're up in the range high, we printed 96 quarter a couple of times. We've come down now into 93. What's going to be important is if we rally up from here, higher high, lower high, the pressure's on the bulls. It's completely on the bulls, because the bulls have got to get up and they've got to deal with this all-time high. They have got to make a new one, because if they don't, the longer we linger and the more chances to make a higher high that don't pan out, one of these times this is going to keep going. One of these pushes down is going to keep going, because you're going to have a lower high on just about every time frame you can imagine. So what the bulls need to do is they need to push higher. Today's the best chance they've had, I guess since Tuesday, to do that. What they don't want to see is another candle, though, like Tuesday. Look at Tuesday's candle. Rejection candle. Rejection candle. And we're back up to test that area. We've done a higher high versus that candle. So the bulls have a chance. But the bulls cannot squander today. They really have got to perform. It's on the bulls. If they can't get back over the range top, if this 96 quarter proves to be the high of the day, that sets up some continuation, at least a move back down to the bottom of the range, and then another battle over whether the bottom of the range is going to hold out. If the bulls are for real, and if they do that, then what you'll see them do is what they're kind of trying to do now. Let's look at the hourly chart. What they're trying to do is they're trying to defend this 93, 94 area. And you can see all the resistance at 92 from overnight. This was yesterday morning's move below weekly pivot that rejected. We ground up for the rest of the day. We found daily pivot support. They certainly have to hold that today. And then they just really kind of sleepily climbed up the mid band here on the hourly Bollinger Band. Popped it up, but now they got to hold it up here. The bulls want to trade up here today. They need to trade up here today. If they don't, then it's going to be more of the same. You're going to see this grind back down. And as I widen this out, you can see, pops and fails, pops and fails. Move up, fail. We just all we did here was just find a new range, right? Eventually, they're going to have to get something directional going. The Bollinger Band support a directional move. Whether it's up or down doesn't matter. Certainly doesn't matter to me. So there's a lot to look for this morning. And a lot of it has to do with whether or not the bulls are going to be able to finally break out of this range. If not, the day is going to set up pretty simply. You can be short against the Globex high for a move back to weekly pivot. All right, that's all I got. Have a great one.
Follow us on Twitter at Princetontrader. Come check out our website, Princetontrader.com, and come take a free trial in our chat room. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.